Dzień dobry, rozpoczynamy odcinek 4.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife.
Ciekawe, co tego będzie.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Eder, nie troluj.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode.
Szok po śmierci żony?
Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Czyli jednak schizofrenia. No właśnie, pytanie.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you, so sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Kurwa, dziwne to jest.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Oglądamy dalej.
This way, Alan.
Ej, a takie, wyobraźcie sobie teraz taka jest historia, nie? Jakby to był film. Oglądamy film, nie? Oglądamy film i Alan idzie i gościu go oprowadza, a on wpierdala się do każdego pokoju, nie? Bo szuka sobie, może karteczka będzie. O, tu coś jest. Ale jestem tak samo ubrana cały czas, co jest?
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the
Pas po
heart of the
ataku.
matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking,
Ale to jest kurwa dziwne.
obsession about light and
No dobra, ale pytanie, jak ona zginęła? No jakim kurwa cudem?
a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Kurde, tam jest kawa. Ale jak to się stało, że ona zginęła niby? Jest tu gdzieś ten dom, jakby miejsce po tym domu?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming.
Oho.
Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
No dziwne, ale on dalej ma tą, widzicie, na
Alan,
tym
what
ma.
I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession.
Ale dalej ma tą ranę.
Imagination is
On nie miał
what
tej
you
rany
work
wtedy.
with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're
Trudno,
not
kurwa,
well?
czuć ulgę,
It's
jeżeli...
very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
Czekaj.
I dug my
Do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I got you. Got you
Emerson.
good. I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
A czemu chcę uruchomić?
Get him to the head.
Alan, please, this way.
Czekaj, jeszcze tu chcę przejść.
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you could continue.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing.
Kurwa, jest
Now
bardzo
I've been
creepy.
doing these things
Bo oni
a
wszyscy
lot of
jakby
them. The
widzieli
images
to
just
samo,
keep
co on.
coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Oni wszyscy mają tę samą wizję, nie? Jakby znają tą wizję.
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here.
No, ta burza to tak trochę dziwnie wygląda.
To be out there tonight.
Tak jakby to on był tym nawiedzony i nam wmawiał. Leczymy długotrwałe problemy twórcze, których nie rozważa się w przeciągu kilku dni. Daj sobie nam pamiętać, że życzenie jest dobrowolne, a cała terapia została dostosowana do swoich potrzeb, zaangażowanie jego bliźniacza odmiana przypływ. Sprawdzają się najlepiej, gdy aktywnie uczestniczysz w ich kształtowaniu. W razie wątpliwości pytaj śmiało.
My rheumatism
O!
is killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this, a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s.
No właśnie,
called
dziwne, nie? Że nagle
Gods of
wszyscy mają
Asgard.
schizofrenię.
They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done.
Dziwne.
I'm
The Night
afraid
Springs.
that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Dziwne to jest. Najlepsza terapia do pisania. Kurwa, to jest bardzo dziwne. Mając schizofrenię,
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
Zane?
Put it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me
No,
about
byłeś na to
everything.
niesiony.
Crazy or not. The Andersons made more sense.
Twórzysz Tomasa Zajna, jego
Zane could
asystent.
feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with
To jest
words.
bardzo dziwne, bo gdyby osoba, słuchajcie, osoba ma schizofrenię i tworzy historię, no nie? W sensie żyje w swoim wyimaginowanym świecie, to czy próbą odciągnięcia go od tego jest zablokowanie tych myśli? Bo im bardziej będzie się wkręcał i pisał, tym bardziej ta schizofrenia będzie się powiększać w tym wypadku. Bardzo dziwne.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
I'm a bad dream.
Jeśli już ma tylko wytwór twojej wyobraźni.
Hey, Sinclair. Dr. Hartman was worried about the power again. He's checking on it now.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The
Sam wiesz,
storm's
kto
about
robi
to
się
make
na
you know who jumping. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but
Something's
Alan's
wrong.
a bit too rowdy.
I'm not
I'll
myself.
do that, Birch.
It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head.
O,
I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
No to jest w chuj dziwne. No nie mogę tego zasilania coś włączyć.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writer a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Ma pan maszynę. Zajebiście, kurde. Patrzę sobie, czy mogę gdzieś tu wejść. Lane. Tu nie mogę wejść. Zastanawiam się, czy mogę coś zrobić z tym.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk. The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Sam fakt, że... Sam kurwa fakt, że zobaczcie, znowu w telewizor nam się włączył i tak dalej. Albo nam się po prostu znowu jebie w głowie. Jest też opcja, że nam się jebie w głowie i że... I że tak naprawdę właśnie przez to, że nie zgodziliśmy się na to, co ten gościu powiedział, to dalej siedzimy w tym.
He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
A tutaj jest ciekawe, bo zobaczcie, jak tu wyjdziemy, trzeci okup. Thor uderza Sinclair, w ogóle nie wiem, o co chodzi. Wake budzi się w klinice. Tu nie mam w ogóle stron.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them. The markings on the tapes said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Ratuj Barego?
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Czemu to jest jak w lata 70?
What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in
get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all. And it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder.
Taki, ta kobieta.
Considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Wielki. Mod zawodzi Hartmana.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maude could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Mod. Kim jest kurwa mod?
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to
Widzicie?
disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. Howard your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority.
Mod
now,
Hartman to jest
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through
ten, co chodził za nami? Okej. A.
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
To wygląda tak jak... A wiecie co ja mam taką w głowie? Że to wygląda tak jakbyśmy... byśmy przeżywali życie Zayna. A Alice jest tą Barbarą jakby, nie wiem. Te obrazy, one są bardzo... No! Ten gościu w czapce.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He
Czy to
was
jest
the
ten mod?
kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
No i to, co mówię właśnie, że jeżeli zakładamy, że ma schizofrenię, to teraz przez to, że znów nie uwierzył w to, co widział, to mogło mu znowu wizję się pokazać, nie? Ale...
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Bardzo dziwne. Dobra, musiałam się stąd dostać.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take
Popłynąć
the
po
boat to him.
pisarza.
The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
A sprawdźmy w ogóle więcej. Nie, myślałam, że więcej. Latarka może jakaś? O! O! Come on!
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
No, to wygląda znowu na jakiś atak schizofrenii, ale no. Które... Wiedziałam, że jedno nie starczy. Boże, jak ten jeleń chodzi. Teraz zróbmy jeszcze raz, włączmy. Może się uda jeszcze raz. Cześć, Krima. tylko jedną rację, zajebiście. Tu weszliśmy. A tu.
Most of us have felt its shadow on us.
O!
A shiver down your back. A glimpse from the corner of the eye.
Oglądamy?
Find it on purpose. Take a wrong turn.
Czy jak wrażenia z gry spoko, ale chyba nie będzie nic gadania.
And you will find yourself in the small town of Night Springs.
O nie, bez tekstu jest.
Tonight's episode.
Misja
Hartman
Hartmana.
knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
The Doomed Samaritan.
Even the simplest things prove impossible. Consider, you get in a car and leave a
Dobra,
light
idziemy dalej.
behind. Easy.
Jezu, przestraszyłam się. Ja pierdolę! Ale kurwa gówno. Pod tym jest jak mnie to wkurwia, nie? Na zasadzie nie masz co robić, biegniesz wolno i chuj. Wiem. A tu? Nie. Dobra, biegnij, kurwa, biegnij. Da, tam coś jest. Wiem, widziałam co robi, tylko po prostu rozkminy miałam. Ja pierdzielę! O, non. Serio bym weszła tędy, nie? Ale dobra. Znaczy to wygląda trochę jak schizofrenia, nie? W sensie jakby wiesz, że to, że nie pogodził się ze śmiercią swojej żony, no wpuściło go w jakiś... Don't trust Emil. Nie ufaj Emilowi. Wake widzi scenę The Old
I stared at
Gods.
the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Ta gra mi się bardzo podoba, gdyby nie to, że mnie wkurwia niesamowicie... They're coming for the eggs! They're coming for the eggs! Przypomina mi się ten taki filmik, czy... Kurwa w pizdę oko, no. Pierdziele, to jest dramat. Nie ma tu czegoś jeszcze innego. A co jak pójdę w lewo? Nic tu nie ma. My poszliśmy tam, a tu jest jeszcze druga droga. Okej, czyli my dobrze szliśmy w sumie. Za pierwszym razem dobrze szliśmy. O, widzę tam coś. No ja pierdolę! Kurwa! Jakie to jest kurwa głupie. Ta gra jest tak pod tym kątem, no nie wiem, po prostu irytujący to jest w chuj. No co ty kurwa nie powiesz? No kurwa! Jezu, jak to wkurwiające jest. Ja pierdolę. Boże święty. Widzę, że się ładuje ta. Dobra. Takie fajne miejsce było z kartką jeszcze. Tu.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like
To ja już
this.
kurwa nie wiem, czy Hartman jest ten zły. Przepraszam, nie... Ten.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
No. Tak trochę chujowo sprawdził te zabezpieczenia. Dobranoc. Ja pierdolę. Czekaj, to drzewo, tu są 2 ławeczki. Kurwa, z każdej strony jest ławeczka. A, dobra, już wiem, gdzie jestem. Tu nie ma, więc to jest jedyna droga. I tu w lewo, w drzewo. Nie. Tu też nie. Da się w ogóle wyjść z tego labiryntu, kurwa? To jest jeszcze inne miejsce. No nie, no dobrze. Patrz, je tędy. Tu nic nie ma. Tu byliśmy. Tu jest kolejne wejście, tu nas zaatakował. Ty kurwa, no nie wiem jak tu wyjść. Ja pierdolę. To jest ten pierwszy z 2 stron. No jak tu wyjść? Czy ja naprawdę coś pominęłam? O! Tędy bym mógł przeskoczyć, ale dobra. Czy to jest ten typ Hartman? To jest Hartman? Boże. Nie wiem. Aha, super kurwa, ale że mu żyła. O, tu coś jest. Mamy strzelbę. Jest strona maszynopisu.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd got
Kim jest ten Mott?
skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Ja pierdolę. Wszystko. Czytamy dalej.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw
O kurde, biedny
the
Barry.
man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Czekaj, w zawodzie Hartmana. Hartman i awaria zasilania.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that...
W ogóle takie totalnie z dupy rzeczy tu są. Jakby nie ma... Ej, do tego się strzela. Pewnie jakieś... Pewnie jakaś... Gdybym wcześniej wiedziała, tam to robiła. Nie pomyślałam o tym. Spróbujmy się stąd wydostać. O. Emil made Tom do it. Co to kurwa za miejsce? Znów słychać oddech tej, nie? Przy tym. Tak jakby Alice nam pomaga. Nie mam pojęcia, co mam robić. Gdzie mam iść? A tam. Widział karteczkę.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down.
A czasów
Give him
Toma.
proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Kurde, no dla mnie to wygląda dalej jak schizofrenia, nie?
Al! You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
O, matko.
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Okej, teraz będziemy musieli ich odganiać.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it. I'm on it. Gotta be here. Just hang on now. Oh, hey, I found a corner. I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig. Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Co jest? Dobra, udało się.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Rozpierdoli mnie to.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening.
Okay.
It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Ale takie uważaj, a co ja mam zrobić?
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
O nie, jeszcze do tego dojdzie noga pęknięta. Nie! No i klasycznie jesteśmy w lesie.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Nie, Miku, nie wiem. Nie mam pojęcia. Coś tu znajdę? A, czyli nie mam broni.
Barry! Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way.
Twoja podobizna, on z tą podobizną jeździ.
Forget that. Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
Już drugi, ale kto? No Bary czy ten? No bo Bary teraz prowadził. W sensie leży u niej. To nie o to chodzi, że Instagram leży. Ona po prostu nie musi bawić się w rozwijanie kanału i tak dalej, bo ona zarabia na tym, że jest rozpoznawalna, rozumiesz? Ma na tyle zasięgi, że wiesz... W przypadku, kiedy...
Al, there's something moving down here.
Barry, it's a taken. Use a flare, Barry.
Yeah!
Barry, are you all right?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Direct aiming. Ale mi teraz laptop się ten... O Jezus. Pokaż dźwięk, kontrolki. Bezpośredni dążąc, co? Direct. To jest to? Pokaż. O Jezus! O matko, ale to strasznie, ale dobra. Faktycznie, może tak będzie lepiej. Tylko ja muszę 50 razy myszkę ruszać.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Bo ona nie musi, ona ma tego Instagrama takiego, wiesz. Okej, grze sobie zwiększ czułość. Narodziny Rambo. Dobra, opcje, kontrolki, czułość? To jeszcze raz. Jeszcze zwiększę bardziej. Okej. O. A nie! No! Kurde. Dobra. Idziemy dalej. No fuck! Nie no. Beczkę na twarzy taką. Okej. Okay. O kurde, nie widziałam tego maszynopisu. No ej! Dlaczego nie mam strony? Walter na farmie
When he
Andersonów.
stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't
Walter.
realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Ale kim jest Walter?
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter...
Dobra. O kurde, wiecie co? Ja byłam tak przyzwyczajona do tego. Aha, czyli to jest w ogóle nie tędy mam iść. Rozumiem. Czyli ja tutaj poszłam po prostu przypadkiem. Tędy mam iść, dobra. Coś już przypadkiem. No nie, po prostu nie w tę stronę. O no, 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 no! Noż kuźwa, nie! Won! Ja pierdzielę. Nie, nie oglądałam. No nie, no!
Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Pokazam to czy nie? Okej, Walter na farmie Andersonów.
Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Zapomniałam, że przecież tutaj nie da się normalnie biegać. No, no, no!
Crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Dobra, tutaj po schodach. Ja pierdaczę. O! Moje ulubione. O!
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Co jest? Ale to zaraz. To do nas czeka teraz w takim razie. Tu jest. Aha, dobra mi się. Kurde, ciężko się tak steruje.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Mamy latarkę i ta latarka to jest... No patrzcie, widzicie, ja muszę kilka razy myszkę obrócić. O. Trust no one in the dark. Ale jak wam się to źle oglądało, to też jest inaczej, nie? Czyli ogólnie mamy uciekać, ale w razie... Kwasy tłuszczowe omega-3 są zdrowe dla... Kurwa. Ja pierdolę. No.
I could sense the movement
O
in the
Boże.
woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
O, tu przesadziłam. Nie ma chuja. Muszę dalej biec. Ja pierdolę, Alan. No kurwa, Alan, ja pierdolę. No, futbolek, to jest takie irytujące w tej grze. Dobra, nie patrzę, za siebie w ogóle nie patrzę, po prostu biegnę, nie? No nie mam innej możliwości. Pierdolę. Biegnij, kurwa, Alan. Ja pierdolę. Nie wierzę w tej grze. Kurwa, nie wierzę w nie. Ja jebie. Co jest z tym nie tak? Ja muszę się jakoś zatrzymać. No za szybko się męczy w tej grze Alan, to jest nienormalne. No. No kurwa, nie to! Ja pierdolę, zapomniałam jaka ta gra jest wkurwiająca.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Ale nie ma sensu, ale rozumiesz, Kuniks? Kurwa, ja tu nawet nie mogę ich tych jebanych chujów ominąć. To jest gorsze niż Dark Souls, serio, kurwa. Alan Wake. Nie, moim zdaniem gra jest bardzo fajna, tylko... No ja pierdolę, patrzcie, jak podbiegnę 2 metry podbiegnę, kurwa, i on już... No ja pierdolę! Kurwa, ile? Może z dubeltówką na mnie wyskoczcie, nie? Kurwa, przecież. Ja pierdolę. Nie, no to jest kurwa niesamowite. Czy ja w tej... Może kurwa od razu niech spadnie na mnie wielka przyczepa i kurwa wszystko. I koniec gry, no. Ale ta gra jest zjebana pod tym kątem. No, ona jest fajna pod kątem fabularnym, ale chujowa pod kątem, kurwa, sterowania. No ja pierdolę 3 kurwa typów z tymi. No kurwa, rób te ujebane uniki! Ja pierdolę! Klikam ten jebany shift, kurwa!
I could sense the movement in the
A on kurwa nic!
Facing the enemy without a weapon
Co
was
jest?
dangerous, but I had no choice.
O, staminy nie ma. Kurwa, ile on potrzebuje tej staminy? Ja pierdolę! On ma kurwa 30 parę lat, czy ma 60 lat? Bo kurwa te zjawy szybciej biegają od niego. Ja pierdolę. Nie no, kurwa chujnia. No właśnie o to chodzi, w strachu powinien zapierdalać. A on kurwa wiecie co robi? Nic kurwa. On po prostu... Chuj, nie mam staminy, nie biegnę. Nie, Pertaset, uwierz mi, Kurwa no! Ty wiesz, siebie nie słyszałeś. Koleżanka chce w Soulsy grać, a Alana ubije. No, Pertaset, to zagraj sobie w Alana Wake'a, a potem w Dark Soulsy. W której grze masz większe możliwości obrony? Bo raczej w Dark Soulsach, wiesz? A ja chciałam powiedzieć, że akurat w pewnym momencie straciłam cierpliwość do gier, ale generalnie... No dobrze, Pertases, ale to nie ma znaczenia. Patrząc czysto obiektywnie na grę, ta gra ma mniej możliwości obrony niż na przykład... Dziękuję.
Proszę, nie...
Dawid! Przepraszam cię, ale ruszasz mi myszkę, jak gram. Myszko! Jezus Maria. No dobra, jestem. No nie, bo Dawid teraz by się obraziła. Po prostu on... Ja wam powiem. Nie mam nic, futbolek, właśnie o to chodzi, że ja teraz muszę uciekać. Chodzi o to, że Dawid, jak ja mu przychodzę do pokoju coś przynieść, to on tylko ciągle Patty, nie przeszkadzaj, Patty, wyjdź! A teraz mi, kurde, wiesz, ja próbuję przejść, a on mi, kurwa, myszką rusza, no nie? No mógł już poczekać. O, mam, już byłem. Złaś, kocie. Nie ma!
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Nie, nawet nie znam go, po prostu on w nerwach też gada do mnie rzeczy, nie? I wiecie, co się wtedy dzieje, jak w nerwach mi to powie? Czat pisze baba out. Ale jak ja mu powiem, tak, to ludzie od razu nie jest w ogóle wdzięczna Dawidkowi. Kurwa, jak w łeb dostał. Dobra, wystarczyło nie biec. No. Już poszłam, żeby nie myślał, że ja na niego. Tylko kurde, no rozumiecie, to próbuję to przejść, a on mi mychą rusza.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Dziękuję, dziękuję. Nie, no właśnie, widzicie, jest różnica w tym, jak wy mówicie do mnie tak, w Dark Soulsy, ale akurat ja miałam bardzo dużą cierpliwość. To... Nie, Kicia, złaś! Ja miałam dużo zawsze cierpliwość do takich gier. Trochę mi minęło z wiekiem, w sensie... Znaczy jestem uparta bardzo, ale po prostu ostatnio mniej mi się przyjemnie w takie gry gra, ale po prostu w tej grze jest co innego. Jakby dla mnie porównywanie Alana Wake'a do Dark Soulsów, gdzie w Dark Soulsach możesz robić rolę, kurde, masz broń wielką i nie musisz spierdalać nagle i nie atakuje cię 5 naraz, no to jest różnica. Mięsko. Nie, bo ktoś do mnie mówi, że ja ledwo co sobie radzę w Alanie, a będę chciała w Dark Soulsy grać. Nie. Nie. Tu masz. Tu. O. Możesz tu usiąść. Usiądź. Zamieniłam. Nie.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
No właśnie. No jakby dla mnie jest porównanie z dupy, bo ta gra po prostu jest pod tym kątem wkurzająca. Ale wkurwiona ta brama. No ale macie przedsmak tego, jak będę się... Ale wy nie słyszeliście jak Dawida, jak się wkurzał na Dark Soulsy. O!
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
O!
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
No spała sobie brama, a ty jej świecisz po oczach. Ej, a wyobrażacie sobie, widziałam takiego mema z ptakami, nie? Że Ptaki sobie spokojnie śpią w nocy, nie? Kojarzycie tego mema, co tak gościu wstaje i tak się patrzy? To dosłownie był ten mem właśnie, że on wstaje, kiedy nadchodzi zima i jest i jest Boże Narodzenie i wszystkie te drzewka są w różnych światełkach. I te ptakie, co jest, kurwa? No to mniej więcej tak jest. Co mnie gryziesz? Miał.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and change to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Dobra, a może ja cofnę się na chwilę. Może gdzieś jeszcze kartkę znajdę. Czy nie? No uspokój się, chcę cię pogłaskać, kocie głupi. No, gryź mnie, tak, pewnie. Ręka, która cię karmi. Gryź ją, jasne, gryź ją. Co się może stać? Ej, ale dawno tak na Dawida nie krzyknęłam. W ogóle nie wiem, kiedykolwiek krzyknęłam tak na Dawida, jak teraz, jak podczas tej gry. Jezus. Ale poszłam go od razu przeprosić, bo nie chciałam, żeby on się poczuł. O! W końcu. O! A nie, to nie. Kurwa! Kocie, złaś mi z laptopa! Jezus Maria, no już prawie mi wyłączył laptopa, nie? Dobra, to nie są jednak te. Grzyby. Dobra, czekajcie. O dobra, nie ma czasu, biegniemy. No. O, udało się.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid.
Nie.
Their eyes glinted with guile.
O, kiedyś już walczyli.
Every secret path, and
Nie.
there was blood on their hands.
Nie.
They had fought these shades before.
Nie. No. Żebyś wiedział.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
The taken are big. Kiciula, błagam cię. Wiecie, jaki jest problem? Kod mi włazi na laptopa. Tak jak na klawiaturze nie chodzi, tak na laptopa chodzi. I po prostu to się często kończy z tym, że mi wyłącza lapka całego, nie? Bo to jest przycisk na górze. Nie! Boże święty! Masz kawałek. Masz. Aha. Na kanapie jesz, spoko. Nie. Pierwszy raz. Aha, broń. oni nie wchodzą w te pułapki, to jest nie fair. O. Dobra, nie. Ale ja wiem, Fabubolek, ja wiem, jestem w 4. rozdziale, więc... Ale lubię takie klimaty. Nie! Nie! Nawet o tym nie myśl.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
Ale zanim jeszcze... Ktoś mówi, to czasówka, nie? Kurde, ja nic tu nie widzę.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
Okay.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy...
Oh no, anyway.
Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not
To był ten
him.
Walter.
Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie.
No,
The
napisał
best
dziecko.
friend's suddenly the bad guy
Danny.
who wrote this crap anyway.
Aha.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Czy ja rozumiem? Tak. Rozumiem. Też w zależności. Czemu sobie napisałeś, że masz minigana? Bo to ma być horror i mam otrzeć się śmiech.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
To był Danny.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
O! 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 Dzięki, futbolek. Mamy to. Harman myśli o Mocie i o Wake'u.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in.
No właśnie.
And quickly.
To jest ciekawe. Bo w naszej historii Hartman nie żył. No nie?
The front door was locked. If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Barry is Barry. Sorry, memory. Ale kawusia sama się nie zbierze. No ja wiem, tylko że... No ale proszę bez spoilerów. Ale w naszej historii, w tym momencie Hartman został zaatakowany przez jakiś ten... O! O, słyszycie? Ten oddech? Tak jakby to był oddech Alice śpiącej. No ale to jest jakby dźwięk jej śpiącej, bo wiem, że ona... Był taki moment, że ona mówiła, nie? I że to jest jakby jej... Jakby jej oddech? No, ale powinna być zazdrosna, dokładnie. Gdzie tu jest wyjście? Co tam leży? Ona. Tędy może? Co to kurwa było? Nie zejdziemy tędy. Cześć. Jakaś niewidzialna w ogóle, nie wiem. Pole, faktycznie. You're right. No nie przez pole. Gówno przez pole. W pewnym momencie gra mówi nie możesz iść dalej, musisz... O kurwa, ale zjebałam. No nie, bateria. Wystarczy mi nawiedzona koparka jedna. Nie chcę więcej. Tam jest jakiś budynek, chcę zobaczyć. O. Tam to wtedy to był buldożer. A, dobra, cicho tam. Ja muszę zmienić to. Co gdzie? Ja pierdzielę, no nie wytrzymam. Wiem, wiem.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
O.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn.
Kurde, niczym z tego, ze Stranger Things.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Yeah, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stuck! Ow! Hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
To było dobre. Mocniejszy wspieracz?
Goddamn turn of the century wiring! Hang on out! I'll get them working again, I promise!
Czym jest mocniejsza latarka? To co ja mam? Tłoki chaos, zajebiście.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Aha, co ja zrobiłam?
We have to fight them off. I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out.
No.
Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked. Al, hold on. I'm trying to get the stage lights on.
Ej! Mam problem! Nie mogę podnieść w ogóle latarki. Nie mogę w ogóle latarki podnieść. Co jest?
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot.
Dobra.
Al, we have to fight them
No
off.
co jest?
I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out.
No w końcu.
Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked. Al, hold on. I'm trying to get the stage lights on.
Ja pierdolę, co ja robię teraz?
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot.
Tak mi dobrze szło.
We have to fight them off. I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out. Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo around? This place is stocked. Al, hold on. I'm trying to get the stage lights on. Yes! Here we go! To the rescue! I'll get them working again, I promise!
No. Kurwa! Nie wytrzymam.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot!
Tak naprawdę to celowo to robię, żeby wam przedłużyć fajną
We
scenę.
have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al, hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on! Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue! No, damn it! Goddamn turn of the century wiring! Hang on out!
Ej, to było dwie race, a teraz jest więcej. O. Ja pierdolę.
Al, stay in the light!
O.
No, no, no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please!
Chyba se jaja, kurwa, robicie.
Al, please don't let me die here. Although if I'm biased, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out. Rock and roll! Woo! Al, this may be the most awesome moment of our entire lives.
Ten się kurwa ławi.
That's the high point of my life? Really? Children of the Elder God! Enjoy it, god damn!
Boż.
No, no, no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please!
Kurwy mały. No.
Although if I'm biased, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out. Rock and roll! Woo! Al, this may be the most awesome moment of our entire lives.
Seriously.
They are trying to kill us. That's the high point of my life? Really? Children of the Elder God! Enjoy it! God damn it! Back in the game! Yes! Oh! Did I do this?
Dobra, mamy to. O kurde.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey,
Dobry z barem.
Al, this way to the farm!
Nie może zobaczyć, że gdzieś kartki nie została, kartka czy coś. To było jeszcze fajne, nie? Bo tutaj nie było tego, tej akcji, co z tym buldożerem walonym. No bo ja nie grałam przez kilka dni ja nie grałam w Alana. Więc trochę zapomniałam, jak się gra. Ale czekajcie, idę odnieść tylko, dobra? I sobie zrobię kolkę. Dobra, już. No, już, o Jezu. A, to dobra, przypomniałam sobie, dlaczego jaka była przerwa, bo ja grałam w Resident Evila DLC-ka. No właśnie, nie wiem. Możemy później pograć na przykład w DBD albo coś. Jakby czat chciał. Aha, nie mam tego. Poczekajcie, nie mam... O, tu jest. Muszę sobie kupić taki drugi kubek, bo jest zajebisty. W zależności, co by chciał czat ten. Co myślicie, co czat byście chcieli jeszcze dzisiaj? W sensie do końca... Nie. Ja się pytam, czy anal do końca, czy chcemy zmienić giereczkę jeszcze później. Do końca streama. Tak, anal do końca. Dobra. Idziemy dalej. Dziękuję bardzo Perteset za followka. Bardzo miło.
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it.
Ja pierdzielę.
Have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. I need to get this thing moved out of the way.
O Boże, on ten karton zabrał. A widzę tam. Nie mogę. Najlepsze jest to, że on to zabrał tej lasce na złość. Jeździsty. Ja pierdeczę. Najlepsze było, jak oni jadą autem. On tu tłumaczy ważną sprawę, a ta podobizna z tyłu tak lata. Pierdacze Versace, no. O, jesteśmy w stanie to zrobić. Co ja zrobiłam właśnie? Ja! To nie było w planach. Oh yeah.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow. You look at that thing, Al. They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Pa-pa-ra-ra.
Stuff. They must have done okay for themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Oh! Oh!
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in this
Springs.
soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere
it's back
between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig? Your
Boże, nie pojęcie, spędzamy dzisiaj czymś życia, ale nie wiedzą, jak to się jawia.
Was this one of your episodes?
In Night Springs.
A, czyli on też utworzył jakby.
Tonight's episode. The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the
A, czyli to jest po prostu nagrywane, myślałam, że to jest ten.
brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What, are you new? He's the guy
On nas
dreaming
śni.
us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this. But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream? Oh, yeah. dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't...
Mający ubranie w miejscach publicznych.
None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Budzik.
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I
Nie.
got kids. Please don't wake.
Okej. Biedne postacie ze snu. Miały swoje zadanie i widzicie, co się dzieje. Patrzę, czy coś gdzieś nie omijam, nie? Bo nie chcę... O, tam widzę rzecz. I pamiętam, zaraz spadnie i tam jej zamknie. Jest bardzo duże prawdopodobieństwo, że tak będzie. Gdzieś tu są schody. Tu. Jak Patty śni, to postacie raczej chcą, by się obudziła. No. Możliwe. Jest kartka. Good, good, very good. Co nam kartka powie? O, po kolei! Dumno go na wolności. Dacia Anderson
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths.
Woda niefiltrowana. No to ona pewnie dawała im jakieś. Jeżeli w tej wodzie coś było.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
O, patrzcie. The Old Gods of Asgard. Trasa Ragnarok. 75. Niech powalą cię furie gniew niebios. Karta, na której by było po prostu napisane penis i podpis od Barego. To byłoby dobre. Podnieś? O no. Już słyszę ten dźwięk. No i nice! Essa! Essa, essa! Moka, moka! Jak to się wychodzi? Nie, bo ja to pamiętam, że to były schody. O, tak, miałam rację. Dobra, ale tu były gdzieś o, właśnie. Któż by się spodziewał, że będzie mi to teraz potrzebne? Nie, o no. baterii szukam. O, pierdziele. Jak ja nienawidzę tych szybko biegających. To się samo ładuje. Dobra. A gdzie jest Barry? Aha, fajnie. Barry w ogóle nie wiedział, co jest ten, że my tutaj walczymy o śmierć i życie. Na śmierć i życie. Rozumiem, rozumiem. Gra w Polsce się nie dzieje, jak się tak słucha, jak te zjawy narzekają, no. Powiem ci szczerze. Ej, w ogóle dzisiaj słyszałam, co powinniśmy robić, gdyby nagle... nagle na przykład... O Boże, święty... Dobrze. Że jak na przykład wybuchnie, nie wiem, no, jak to się nazywa, linia energetyczna albo coś, nie wiem, że macie po prostu na ziemi prąd, to przede wszystkim nie można podnosić nóg i przede wszystkim albo skakać na jednej nodze, coś takiego było, albo się idzie się od tego punktu, gdzie jest, gdzie był ten wybuch, czy co tam było, to idzie się po prostu szurając nogami, żeby nie stracić ten, nie? To tak a propos, bo mi się przypomniało, patrząc na tą linię energetyczną. Co to? Tak, dokładnie.
Geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
No, żeby zamknięty obwód z ciała nie robić, no dokładnie.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
No to coś jest.
Be careful, Al!
Fajnie, ten stoi. Ła.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Ten jakiego masz, no dokładnie. Kurde. Trochę się przestraszyłam. Uwaga, coś mi tu wyskoczy na ryj? Byłeś mocniejszy szparacz.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah.
Trail to
Pat,
wam.
we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Czekajcie. Dobra, już. Zobaczymy co dalej. Jezu, ale to jakby... To miejsce nie wiem ile ma pięter. Okay.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
O.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Dobra, a gdzie jest... Bary? Czemu z barem nie idziemy? Jezu, się przestraszyłam. O nie! Kurwa! Muszę się wrócić baterię. Siema, Oli, nie składam żadnego następnego zamku. Proszę... Proszę... Aha, nie mogę już tu wejść, szkoda. Chciałam wrócić po baterię. Aha, tędy on wyszedł. Czyli pokierowało mnie, że muszę tędy przejść. Jebać zamki. Wiecie co? Chyba lepiej bym się składała, jakbym składała pokątną albo, nie wiem, Hogsmeade. To może inaczej by się składało, bo to trochę inaczej wygląda, ale ten zamek tak... Mamy kilka rzeczy. Podnieść klucze do silosu. Czekaj, bo ja tu gdzieś widziałam coś.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yep.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
Dobra, idziemy. Ale ciekawe, bo w sumie... Wiecie co ja w ogóle to jest ciekawe? Przecież on by mógł z nami pójść na górę. I nie trzeba byłoby nic tutaj ten...
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Pajak biegnie ucieszony. Valhalla!
Come on, one more gig. Let's do this thing.
Barry jest śmieszny ziomek. Old gods know the truth. Nie było dawno kartki, bym powiedziała, że gdzieś musiałam na pewno ominąć jedną. To nigdzie się nie ten. Dobra, to wchodzimy do budynku. Na pokątnej nie ma tylu wieżyczek. No, chyba, że... Znaczy w Hogwarts Legacy trochę te budynki mają wieżyczki, ale nie aż tyle. Czy to jest kartka? Nie, wydawało mi się. Czy tu będzie kartka? Nie. O, pewnie, Pewnie się w ogóle rozdzielmy, jak zwykle, standardowo. O kurde.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Fuse box. Ciekawe, gdzie one są. No nie wbijają jak do siebie, dokładnie. W ogóle... Drugi termos z kawą. Asgard in the valley of my shadows.
You know, this place looks kind of
Old gods know the truth.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome. Come on.
O, nie, jednak nie straciliśmy.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer. Time travel in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Now, let's get the lights on, huh?
No szukam.
music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons
Oye.
talking about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's her face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Find the lady. Aha! Fajna piosenka.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get
Oh,
some rest.
nie.
And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
A to jest ten alkohol. Yeah.
I'm sorry about it. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, you're like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit. If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Mhm. No nie, mów, że coś mu się śni. Alan. A właśnie, tak, to jest początek. Damn it. O nie.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Oho.
Alice.
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice.
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
To mam pisać.
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
Tu nie ma tej.
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Co jest w ogóle?
No. I wrote it.
I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
Co jest?
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast.
Okej.
It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Czyli to nie był sen.
it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah. I dopadł nas. Kurde, czat! To był odcinek 4.
There's an altar wrought with mystery of town.